So in last class we discussed about a linear layout. So today we will concentrate on table layout. So I'm selecting empty with activity. Just I'm creating a new project. So here I'm creating a table. Right. So so once this has created, now here we will add the data into the table format. Like table format means we will add rows and columns here. So how we can add the rows and columns? So that we will see in detail here, step by step, like how we need to add. So that we will see here. So for that here now, first of all, this table layout in majority of the cases, we will use as a sub layout. Like mainly major kind of cases, we will take this main layout has the linear layout. On the linear layout, normally we will set up all these things. So now that how that is happening, so we will concentrate here. So for that here, now I'm going to this XML here. So in XML, whatever the default has generated, that is with the constraint layout, right? So I'm replacing that constraint layout. So constraint layout, I'm replacing with linear layout, right? Linear layout. And so for this, we will give the orientation. So the default orientation I'm giving here. So that is an Android colon orientation. So I'm giving an orientation equal to here. I'm giving as vertical, right? So I'm giving the orientation as vertical, right? So then next is here. So this text to view, today I want to utilize this text to view. So for this, what I'll do here is now this I'm changing as a student data. So student data. So like in a table, I want to display the data that is related to the student. So that's the reason I want to show here that it has a student data. So that's the reason the table text view label I have given here as student data, right? So within this now, what we will do here is now we will take as a table layout. So, but directly we cannot arrange the component within a table, right? So, because of that's the reason inside the table, again, we used to take the row because in a table, we have to add the data in a row by row. So that is the reason now here I'm adding as a row. So that is here. So now, first of all, here we will take that as the table layout. So how can I take this table layout? So it is almost the same as whatever we taken the previous. So that is here. So table layout. Right. So this table layout is also has some height as well as the width. Right. So that I'm giving here. But this has width wise, I'm taking the match point. Right. So the table layout has closed like this. Right. Within this now, again, what I'm taking here is, so I'm taking this as a table row. Means whatever the components here we are taking, that you should align row by row. So that's the reason we have created here table row. Right. So now within this table row, I want to display some data. So what I want to display here? So I'll take here the text view. So just I copy. Means I'm not adding any new properties. Just I'm aligning whatever the components we discussed so far using those only. Means properties wise, I'm saying that. So this is the text view. So First one here, it is the serial number, right? Next here, name. So student name. Next I want to align email ID, email, last number, so mobile number. So this is the data I want to display, like for multiple people's data. I want to display here like 4 to 5 members of data. We will align within this here now. How that is possible, now we will see here, right? So the first row has created here. Let once this project has loaded here. So the first row has created or not, we will see, and we'll go next row. Means here every time we have to add row by row. So the next, what, while adding the row, what I'll do is I'll copy this entire data and I'll paste again. Then I'll create one more next row. That is like, so just a minute. Once this project has loaded, we will go on to the next step. So almost it is done. Hope you already practiced relative and linear layout, right? You have any questions on those two? Relative and linear, or it is clear for everyone? Anirudh, Robin, Sagarika.
Yeah, clear, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So almost it is done. So meanwhile, I'll do one thing. So I'll just copy this entire row here. Okay, till this row I have copied here. This is table layout. Right, this is table, right? So I have copied the entire row. So then I'll paste here, entire row here. All right. So we have created a second. So for this second row here now, I'll write like first thing is like this is the serial number. So this I'll write Anirudh. Right, just I'll write its name. So that we feel that okay, how the table will be displayed here. So next here. So Anirudh at gmail.com. Right, just I'll add mobile number as random. This is your mobile number. Okay. So next what I'll do is again I'll create one more row. Right. So here it is a serial number 2. Here it is I'm writing that Robin, and here Robin at the rate ymail.com something. Right. So then this mobile number I'll add it like this. See now whatever we added the data, so that data has adjusted total 3 rows. That is adjusted in total 3 rows. Here we can able to see that. So name, this we are able to see here, right? Pictures, student name like this. Right. So next similar, I'll paste one more. So here I'll add 3, and here I'm adding as a Sagarika. So the name, email ID at gmail.com something, some mobile number. So added as some mobile number. like this I added here, right? So this is looking, this is not looking like a table now, right? This is created as a table, but it is not looking like a table because when the table means we will expect like this. So whenever like this borders will come, then we can expect that is a table. But here what happens in a Android, so the border property is not a predefined, so that we have to customize. So to customize the border property here, now I'm going to this project here. So in a project, there is a folder called RES. Within RES, one more folder, Drawable. So I'm right clicking on the Drawable folder. So from there, Drawable resource file. See, again, I'm showing right click on the Drawable folder. From there, Drawable resource file. So the file name I'm giving as a border. So border I have given as. So this has came. See here the project folder has, sorry, file has created here. Now this defaultly came as a selector, but I'm changing as a shape, right? So I'm changing as a shape. So for this shape, so I'm giving here some shape. So that is a rectangular shape I'm giving for the time being. Like I'll explain you about other shapes also. So I have created a shape. Then, so for this, I have to give that as a stroke, some stroke. Like stroke means just I want to give the border, little bit border. So stroke color, I'm giving something color, right? And width of the particular stroke. So that I'm giving as a 2D, right? See here now, see that surround the border has created here for this, right? Now this we have to apply here for each and every text, right? For this, the property that is I'm giving that has a background. So background of at the rate drawable border. So see now here it has created some border. Like here, this property we will copy and will apply for all text views so that the entire table will be created with the borders, right? So for every text view, I'm applying this. Now in a UI, you can observe that whatever the text views we already applied, so that is creating here like this. So here, for every place, I'm adding this. Serial number, name, right? Now, okay, it is looking like a table. I think we forgot here, right? Now almost it is looking like a table. But what is the feedback here now? It is looking like a table, but the text is touching the edges. So I want to give some space. So I want to create a space around the content, whatever the content here we have. I want to create a space around the content. So for that reason, I'm using the property called padding. So I'm taking the padding 5dp. So this padding 5dp again, we will apply for every component so that it can be create the space around the every component. So that it will be table should be looking and attractive. So now I'm applying for each and every edit text. Sorry, each and every text view. So every row for every text view, I'm attaching this. So from the last we will come. Here we're not given that. So right here we will add. Here for the 3, it is missing. Here we will add. And here we have, so here we have padding by dp, padding by dp, it is done. So for the first row, it is missing. Like the first row also, we will add here. So this is the first row. This is second row. Sorry, second row we are in now. So after second row, so for the first row, now here it is the first row. This is so row one. Like here also, I'm giving that. Right, each and every place, I'm giving the border. So for email, right. Now almost done. It is looking like a table, but I want it is touching the edges. So I don't want to touch here. Now I'll give that margin 10. Right. Only today we used one new property, that is, sorry, two properties. One is the padding and other is the border property, right? Border background. So that is, so this, in this way, we will create a table. But normally, this is not a, like in a real time, we won't use tables like this. Why? Because like this data, so this is now it is a static data, right? Yeah, you hope you understand about static data means. Static data means here we given the data manually. In a real time, what happens? The data will come from the server. Maybe in a class today there are 3 members, tomorrow 5 members, day after tomorrow 1 member, like that. Whatever this data has to come dynamically means the rows can be created as a dynamically. But how to create the dynamic data? So that we will discuss in our upcoming sessions. But for the time being, this is okay. Like I think this last row, it is missed. Not missed, it is there. Okay, it is clear. So this is like this. Hope it is clear, or you have any questions? This is the way table will create. So now I want to show something about the that border property here. So I'll take this button, right? I'll take this button. So that is match parent, wrap content. So I want to display some text for the button. So that is text hello. Right. So for this button, I'm giving some background. So that is the background I'm giving here. So instead of border, I'm creating one more, that is a background. So I'm creating also that is a background. So now with this name, I'll create here one more drawable resource. So one more drawable resource file. So I'm creating one more drawable resource file, that is right. Now, what is the code is there here? I want to replace here, that I have replaced here, right? So now what happened here? Now, if you can check this button. So for the button also, the background has created what we given. So that background has created here, right? So for that, we will give some margin so that we can feel that properly. So margin I have given as a 10 dp, right? So this is the concept of how to create a custom buttons, right? How to create a custom buttons. This is the concept now I'm explaining here, this, right? Using the property, drawable property. So now for this, I have to apply some more property. Like I want to fill some color. So the color solid, I'm using the property called solid property. So for this color, I have to fill some color. So what color we have to fill? So something we will select here, right? So we have given some color, but I want to change this color. So to like we can go with this color, or we can go little bit dull color. So like this color I want to go. Again, this became a dark. Okay, this color we will go. It is little bit light color only. Right. So this color we will change as a dark red. I want to go with the red, dark red. I think it is not changed. So this is the color I want to go this. Right, it is created. So this I'm changing as a 10. Okay, so 10 dp. So width has increased here. Now in a UI also you can see that. So for the button, the background color has created, and on top of that it is created like this, right? Now I want to give some curves, shapes. So for that here I'm giving the property called corners. So for the corners, I want to give radius, top right radius. So this is 10 dp. See here. Now then 20, we will create 20. See here, it is created already the curve. Right, so the curve has created here. Similar, even here also for the bottom, see here, the curve has created here, right? Now I'll give here, this is again right, bottom. So bottom right, so 20 dp. See here, bottom also created. Then next left top, so 20 dp. Next left 20 dp. Done. So 4 sides I have created like this. Now you can see here. So the button shape also here updated. Still it is not updated. We'll update here. See, button style has changed here. So now let us say I'll decrease this to 5 dp. So it is looking like this. Now I'll change this as the wrap content. Both button wrap and wrap content. Sorry, this is table layout. But the button here is right, wrap content. So it is looking like this. Now I want to give some more here. So one thing that is here, dash width 10 dp, dash gap 10 dp. See here how it is created this. See, some design has created here. Now we can observe here. So if we change this match parent, we can feel like this is a better view. See, some customized button has created like this. Right. So now let us say this button, I want to create a square shape. Sorry, circle shape. So if I want to create a circle, I have given like this. So this is now it is created as a square, but this I want to change as a circle. So here now in place of rectangle, I'll change this as oval. See here now, it will change as oval. Right. So in this way, normally we will create a custom styles along this. We will create. So along this, we will create this style. Right. Hope this is clear. So this is about the using drawable property, how we are customizing the properties. Right. So then next year now. So one more, there is a one more small layout is there. So that is the frame layout. So this is the frame layout. So this match parent, wrap content, and so this is given like this. So this also will give a match parent. Normally, the frame layouts we will use to display the images. So when we have images as well as the fragments. So images as well as the fragments we will use to display here like this. So whenever the single content is there, either it should be image or it should be the fragment section, this frame layout we will use. So that is the reason I'm not discussing much about this frame layout for the time being. So that we will see on the next level. So that is like whenever we are discussing about the fragment section. So there we will discuss in detail of the frame layout related things. But for the time being, just you can remember, whenever we have a single content to display, we will use the frame layout. That is enough for the time being like this. Right. So there is no special properties for this. So within this, we cannot arrange more than one component. Means you can use inside the frame layout. Again, you can use the layout, any of the layout. Inside the layout, you can put. But like this linear layout, I have set one image, one button. Like this directly within this, you cannot create. Means in this, only one child you can create. That you can remember that. Right. Hope this is clear for everyone. So what happened now with this? UI related basic things has completed. Means as of now, we're done with linear layout. Linear layout in two orientations. One is the horizontal and other is the vertical. Then relative layout. So relative layout, we discussed with different properties. So that is done. Then after we discussed the today, that is table layout. So the table layout, within a table layout, normally we will use the table rows. So that table rows, within a table rows, we have aligned the components. That is done. After that, just we discussed about the frame layout. So the frame layout is only to display the single content that we have displayed here. Right. Hope this is clear to everyone. So what I'm suggesting here is now, till this you can practice step by step. So tomorrow we will start with the Kotlin session. So basic Kotlin program we will touch. Like tomorrow, what we create a program, we create a project on the name of button and text view. So we will take two components, only two components, button and text view. So what are the properties are there for the button and what are the properties are there for the text view? Then how we can give action to the button once I click on the button, how that is performing the activity in a Kotlin. So that we will see tomorrow. Right, from tomorrow, it is very important If you miss, you cannot understand. So don't be delay, and also don't miss the sessions. If you not understand anything, you can ask immediately so that I can explain there itself, so that you can clear that part. Right, hope it is clear for everyone. Right, so
Yes, sir.
okay, so tomorrow we'll connect and we'll see that part. Thank you.